This is going to be a little controversial, but I have to tell you why YouTube will never actually make you into a model that makes money. Let's talk about it. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Lola Shell. I'm an internationally working, multi-agency represented full-time model, and I coach busy women just like you on how to get back into modeling and book paid work. So if you're into that, follow for more. Okay, so as you guys can clearly see, I'm literally getting ready to coach a model one-on-one, but before I do, I had to drop off this information because I realized on our last coaching call, because I was looking over our actual like notes and things like that, I realized that the reason that she found me was because of YouTube. And it was so funny that she found me because of YouTube, because on YouTube, we do a lot of like free content. We do a lot of long form classes, answer a lot of questions. It's forever content. You guys can check us out on YouTube at the Model University. It's great, right? Right. But here's what's so funny. Even though she found us on YouTube, she didn't start seeing results until she got one-on-one coaching. Even though she found us on YouTube, she didn't actually get results into her modeling career until she got one-on-one coaching. Why? Because YouTube will actually never make you into a model that makes money, but not for the reason you think. Two things. Number one, a lot of models that I've ended up coaching, and I've coached over 1,000 models since the university has started, right? Over 5 years ago. A lot of models will go to YouTube first. They'll go to YouTube. They'll search up, how do I become a model? They'll search up, what do I need to do to get an agency? They'll search up, how do I do Victoria's Secret runway, right? They look everything up, but then guess what happens? Nothing. They don't do anything. They watch all the videos, binge watch it, watch every single video that they can find, get their hands on, right? Videos from their dream agency, videos from Victoria's Secret Angels, videos from models who are just like me, right? They will watch every single video and do nothing, right? And there's two reasons for this, right? The first reason is it's a lot of information, so they don't know what to do first because they've never actually modeled, right? Right. The second reason is because they keep thinking, oh, I need to look like that person in the video, or I need to get the HD first before I do something. They always think there's something else that they need to do in order to take action when they could just take action. A small step is still a step. But again, because they're in the information of it all, I just need to know more. I just need to know more. I just need to know more. They don't do anything. And so because they don't do anything, they don't get any results. I say this all the time. Information without implementation is just entertainment. That's it. It's just something fun to know, something fun to see, something fun to watch, something fun to hear. But if you don't do anything with the information, it's just entertainment. Nothing in your life is going to change because you binge watch 5,000 hours of information on YouTube about how to become a model. Nothing's going to change. Okay, here's the second thing that happens, right? Second thing that happens to models like the one that I'm actively coaching who found me on YouTube. If they're not in the first line of thought, which is I'm going to learn all this information and then I don't do anything because it's too overwhelming or because I think I need to look a different way in order to make it work. If they're not in that first school of action, the second action that they do is they implement everything they see on YouTube and it doesn't work. And can you guess why it doesn't work? And this is as somebody who I literally have so much content on YouTube. We've got over like 300 followers on there. I'm so proud of them. Like I drop shorts every day. I drop long form content, like the whole thing. I actually drop coaching, like me answering coaching questions on our YouTube. But even with that, even if you implemented every single thing that I put into place on just our YouTube channel, you still might never get any of the results that you want. You still may never make money because you don't actually know what works for you. Let me break this down. Hey, everybody who's joining live, thank you so much for the compliments. I love a good analogy. So if you guys are not new to me, you guys know I love an analogy. Okay. Imagine you want to win the lottery, right? Oh my gosh. Like I've always wanted to play the lottery. I dream of making those millions. And somebody comes along and is just like, yeah, here's how I won the lottery, right? And you see a whole bunch of videos like this. Here's how I won the lottery. Here's how I won the lottery. Here's how I won the lottery, right? And if you're in the first school of thought, right, which is like you watch all the videos, but you don't do anything, you're never going to win the lottery. Because even if somebody told you step by step what numbers they picked, what location they went to, if you don't go and do anything with that information, you're not going to win the lottery. You see how that works? You see how that works? It didn't matter how much information you knew about winning the lottery. If you didn't do anything, if you don't go and purchase a ticket, if you don't go to that gas station, if you don't go and pick the numbers, it doesn't matter that you know how to win the lottery. You haven't done anything. Okay? That's the first type of person that I was telling you guys about. Like, this is why YouTube is not going to make you into a model. You're never going to be a model that makes money that way. Like, it's never going to happen. The second type of person, right, watches every video and does it all. They do it all. They too are not going to win the lottery because they didn't even stop to think, is this a lottery for my state? Is this a lottery in my country? Is this a lottery that fits like the money that I have? Like, do I have enough to enter this lottery? Like, they didn't ask any of the questions. They just blindly followed what somebody else said worked for them, booking and winning the lottery. Do you see? Do you see what's happening? Oh my gosh, somebody gave me a rose. Hi, thank you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what to do with that, but I love flowers. But no, seriously, that's the second line of person who watches everything on YouTube, does everything, and still doesn't get the outcome. It's just like somebody watching every single video of how to win the lottery and not realizing, none of these lotteries are in my country. None of these lotteries are in my state. None of these lotteries actually fit the budget I have to go after the lottery. I don't have enough money for that. Like, you are following things that don't even fit you. And then you're mad when you don't win the lottery because you didn't do any of the work to figure out, does this strategy actually work for you? That is what happens when you try to use YouTube to become a model that's making money. You either get the information and do nothing with it, or get the information, do everything the way the information is telling you, but you never stop to ask what actually fits you, right? And that's why I say all the time on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on our lives, on the podcast, on the free masterclass, free membership, in the blog, I am a coach, but I'm not your coach, right? Not yet. And as much as I would love to give you guys step-by-step guidance, until I'm your coach, I have no idea what situation you're in. I don't know what you've tried before. I have no idea what your height and your stats are. I don't know why you actually want to model. I don't know what your goals are. I don't know any of the information that I would need to make a step-by-step process to get you the results that you actually want, aka winning the lottery, right? And so you have to be careful in general, not just like, I'm quick to tell you like, hey, I can give you guys the bones, but you're going to have to put some meat on it, right? You're going to have to invest the time and the money to take what I'm saying, apply it, see what works, see what doesn't, and move forward, right? I'm quick to say that. No problem, because I understand that everything doesn't work for everybody. Yes, anyone can be a model. Yes, there's space for everybody to model, but you have to find where you fit. You have to find where you fit. You can have a twin, and I have taught 2 sets of twins. You can have a twin. And if y'all want different things, if you guys like different niches, if you guys want to be in different locations, then what it's going to take to get each of you guys to that outcome is going to be different. Modeling is not a monolith. Yes, there are some foundational pressure, elements that I think every model should know, because I think that every model should know how to make money. And that way, if you want to work for free, it's by choice, not by force. But you got to understand, modeling is not a monolith. You need to find what works for you. And you can't get that from YouTube. You can't get that from a 5-second clip on Instagram. You can't get that from even like an hour-long podcast episode. You can get an understanding, but if you really want to know what works for you, you have to take action. And if you tried to take action before and you've been burned and you feel burnt out and you're already more busy than you ever thought you were going to be, and in all honesty, you just don't know what next step to take, by all means, get the help you need, right? Like, get the absolute help you need. And it doesn't always have to cost, right? Now, granted, if you don't invest the time, you're going to invest the money, right? So if you don't want to invest the money, you're going to invest the time. If you are in a space where you feel like, oh my gosh, I just can't invest into my modeling career again, whatever. Okay, fine. Whatever. Go to Model University /resources. Take advantage of all the free resources we have there. But if you also know that you're already busy as all get out, you only have 30 minutes a day, you don't want to be wasting your time trying to figure out what actually works for you. You don't want to have to go and watch a million YouTube videos and try to implement everything and it still not work. You don't want to have to be overwhelmed and not know what step next to take. Then get the coaching. If you're starting from scratch, this has just been a dream, you don't know what to do next, by all means, DM us the word start and let's hop on a sales call and put together a literal jumpstart to your modeling career. Give me 30 days and 30 minutes a day, and let's actually put together a career that you understand and can make money from. That's it. But if you're more seasoned and you know that you've tried this before and you were burned and you still know you have a mission left for modeling and you just want to know, how do I do this? What steps do I take? How do I make sure that I didn't waste all the things that I did in the past? And how do I use that to still get me to where I actually want to go? Then by all means, DM us the word earn. Okay? Let's actually figure out not only where you are, but where you want to go. And let's set up a one-on-one coaching plan for you that we can do together so that not only do you know how to book your next job, but you can continue to get paid bookings no matter what else changes in your life. Okay? That's all. You could DM us the word earn, hop on a sales call, and we can do that as soon as Monday. Okay? But no matter where you are, just understand if you're trying to treat YouTube like it's going to make you a model overnight, you're playing the lottery. You're either going to watch a whole bunch of videos that tell you, oh, yeah, this is how I win the lottery. This is how you win the lottery. And you're going to get overwhelmed and do nothing. Or you're going to find yourself, oh, my gosh, let me do everything that the lottery is telling me. Let me do everything these people are telling me on the internet. And you'll end up doing everything they say and still not get the results because you never ask the questions of what actually fit for you. All right. I always enjoy having these conversations on live. I'm so excited to see how many of you guys we can help with our free resources and who I'll be coaching one-on-one to really start making money as a model. Talk to you guys on the next one.